and welcome to the 3D Printing Basics podcast. This is the very first episode of this brand new series that I'm trying to bring to you. My name is Tyler. I have been 3D printing since August of 2020, so pretty much exactly 3 years now. I started this whole journey, like I said, back in August of 2020. And the reason I started it is because of a YouTube ad, honestly. I was just scrolling around on YouTube like people often do, especially during pandemic times, and I saw an ad for a 3D printer and I was immediately captivated. I was mesmerized. I couldn't believe that something like that comes across that easily. Like it's heated up plastic, almost like a hot glue gun, but coming out in shapes and everything I want, anything that I want. I was taken aback. I couldn't believe that you could start something and have nothing and then come back however many hours later and you would immediately have something. So what I did is I went on Amazon and I bought an Ender 3 immediately, just as much of an impulse purchase as you could possibly get to. And it came and I tinkered around with it for a while and I pretty much fell in love with it. Since then, I have been on a long journey of 3 years, about 5 or 6 printers, trying and failing to sell and then successfully selling my printing services. And now I'm here, just trying to bring the absolute basics of 3D printing to beginners out there who might be looking for help but haven't been able to find it. The reason that I started this podcast is because I listen to a lot of podcasts as is, because of my day job allows me to, and I've listened to the few 3D printing podcasts that there are out there, and honestly, I couldn't really understand a lot of them. It seemed to be a mix of either, talking about what they specifically did, which didn't really apply to me, or they were so advanced that they were talking about stuff that I had absolutely no clue about and didn't understand. And so I wanted to try and create something that hit the market of absolute beginners, people like me 3 years ago who couldn't tell you the difference between PLA, ABS, different colors, different kinds of printers, Core XY or bed slingers. I couldn't tell anything. I couldn't tell you anything about it. And this is who I want this podcast to be curated for. This is who I want to target, because I know how long it took me to learn stuff and be able to get out of being that guy. And granted, I'm still a beginner. I'm very much a novice, but I've come a long way from that person that I was 3 years ago. And I want to give the knowledge that I've learned over the years back to my community, because I believe in the 3D printing community, and I think it's a really great one that is very supportive and very, very, the sense of togetherness is just truly amazing. I mean, almost everything being open source, tons of mods, tons of new creations coming out all the time, the Discord servers, I really fell in love with it all. And so I'm hoping that this podcast can turn into one, albeit a small part, but one part of this wonderful 3D printing community. So I hope to be able to do that. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. Just wanted to introduce myself. It was nice to meet you, and I hope to be able to help you out wherever stage you might be at, whether you're on week 1, year 10, anywhere you're at. I would love to share my knowledge and try to help you out as much as possible. So thank you for listening, and come follow along on my journey. See ya.